Smart from third year recording. Well, we are very familiar with the jewelry, but what is this digital jewelry? What is the association between the words digital and jewelry? What is the difference between the jewelry being the normal one and the jewelry being the digital one? Well, before answering all these questions, I'd like to go through few generations or decades back where all this coding had actually begun. We know that the father of computer is Charles Babbage. And when we think about the first computer made by Babbage, the very first thing that comes to our mind is its size. It was so enormous, something that's like the size of this room or maybe much bigger, because it used technology of vacuum tube. And then with the invention or with the intervention of transistors and then the very latest IC or the chips, there was vigorous competition between these two technologies to reduce the size of the computer to a very compact or to a very smaller level. And they were successful at some extent, and then still these fields, a big approach to carry around things like cell phone or a smartphone always around the clock 24 hours. And now, so we are here dismantling the phone and embedding its parts into our jewelry so that we can use them as we want without carrying anything like a phone or a smartphone or such. So, the researchers are thinking to change the way we think about the jewelry. Jewelry is where it no more has a practical use. And it's a little use or no practical use. So, researchers are thinking to change the way we think about the people or gods and pieces here. And that this can be made possible with the intervention of the technology using microcomputer devices and the computer increasing computer power. And so, well, it's not actually defined what is digital jewelry. Digital jewelry can be best defined as wireless wearable computers, which can be used to send voicemail, which can be used for voice communication or any other data service. It's almost a smartphone, but we are dismantling a phone or a smartphone and embedding all its parts, different parts into our jewelry. And then, what is the use of this digital jewelry? Actually, this digital jewelry, besides having a phone-like advantages, we also have several other advantages like acting as a phone, making the phone acting as a digital signature, so that it can contain information such as account identification and all those. So if you walk through the door, you don't need to put the key in the keyhole. It should directly open, imaginary apartment and such. And so, well, so next slide please. So, next slide. So, these phones will be broken into their basic parts, and thus these basic parts will be embedded in the digital jewelry. And thus, what are the parts that conventional mobile phone consists of? Mobile phone and smartphone. We can compare a smartphone to a computer because a smartphone nowadays can do all the things a computer can do. And thus, a smartphone may consist of a display, a battery, a keypad, speaker, earphones, microphone, and etc. So these all parts we are now embedding into our digital jewelry. Namely earrings, next slide. Earrings, necklace, ring, and the rest. Well, let's start with the earrings. Earrings are nothing but, actually they are not the earrings, they are the speakers of the phone through which you can hear the caller or phone. Then, the necklace. Necklace is a invisible microphone. When you speak directly with this invisible microphone, it directly acts as a device so that we do not need to have hold of any microphone or hold of any mobile phone or something like that. And then the most important thing of this project is the massive decoder link, which is a system light emitting diode. So that when we use this light emitting diode, if we get a call or if we get a message or if we get some email notification or anything like that, these massive decoder links start giving out some light in different respective colors for each of the type of email or for each type of the notification. And then you can see here a 16 segment LED display. Next slide. And then the very important part as bracelet. We are almost equipped every part of the phone is jewelry. And now where the screen goes to? It's actually a bracelet or a smartwatch, you can say. So we are using technologies like VGA, LED or LCD as they are already available in many types in the market, such as organic LED and the most latest one, the AMOLED answer. And then this, and the best, you may get doubt as, okay, screen is very small one, but how, if we want to scroll on the screen, but how to use this scroll on the screen and how to, with what device we ask here to scroll on the screen. Actually, in using the computer, we use a mouse like something. Here, we have a button on the mouse. It is called as trackball technology. Here, we are using this trackball technology in our digital jewellery, so that we can have a easy scroll over the monitor or which is on our wrist. Next slide. So, let's go into the technical questions of digital jewellery as referred in this section. Let's start with it. Next slide. So, this digital technology already have discussed. We have latest trend of digital technology as organic LED and AMOLED, and this digital display also is serves different purposes, such as it has some other buttons and features so that some basic functions can be assigned to the display unit, and then it also has something like we can also embed a memory card, something like that, because it's very, we all know that memory card today these days they are using MSC cards and MC cards which are very small in size, and yet they are able to store a lot vast of information like 32 GB or 64 GB or something else. So we can also use this one. We can embed easily a micro card or something like that into this display technology. And then the most important, jewellery. We are up now talking about all parts of the computer, but where is the main processor? Here is the processor. We can say the jewellery. Here it is a stainless steel ring, a 16 mm of diameter, which is a medium transistor processor. It has specifications like 134 KB of RAM and 134 KB of RAM, 22 KB of RAM, and a JPU. What is a JPU? A JPU is a Java virtual machine which recognizes the Java language and translates it for the user computer. And blue dot processor. We can snap Java link into blue dot processor so that there is some information transfer into the computer and digital jewellery smartphone. Next slide. The highlight of the Java is we can run Java better, and it has continued to be a prompt. It has been increasing now also, and it is durable and has high memory capacity. And coming to the functions of Java, we have a lot variety of functions within digital jewellery. We can automatically unload and we can take attendance. How is it possible? We are using the concept called digital signature in these two applications, and that we can implement this in our class so that we can our attendance directly gets to our college register. And also we can store information as I already said, in my microcard may store a lot of information, and then we can, it's a known function. We can type it out as byte or anything like that, and also we can check out.
Oh, already, 2 weeks for the query.
For the query. Well, last. Next. And then I conclude that the main idea behind this concept is to stay fashionable at the same time of wearing a digital computer or wireless wearable computer, so that we can directly interact with anyone without having a big phone in hand. We can directly speak, we can directly hear without holding anything such in our hand. It's very
Mobile phone is an electronic device. It requires charging. You are dismantling your mobile phone here, and so it also requires some charging. You will have to charge all these parts separately, right?
Yeah, it was like, okay, charging these many parts usually is a very difficult task, but you can have some idea about the iPods, the latest iPods we all have. They are very small in size, and yet we can use them for a week or so if we charge one system. So, since this technology is being improving so that we can have a better charging capability and better battery capability.
No, one other question is related to application of this technology. Using this chronography and macro space, apart from say textile personality, does anyone, a common man, feel putting up digital jewellery makes him feel satisfied?
Yeah, it will definitely make him feel satisfied and very much satisfied, because he don't need to have a separate big phone in his hand always. He can directly have access to his friends, he can directly have anything, because as we are already very much passionate about the latest trends in technology, man will definitely will be satisfied with the new technology.
The point is, platinum in America is very good. So but they say platinum business in India is not even around 1.2 to 2% when compared to the gold business. So if we take so much time, if the country takes so much time to get converted from one metal to another metal, do you think getting digitalized all the garments is so easy?
So it was around this 1990s that we have started using internet. And we have just taken 20 years of time, and now we are on the stage where we can open our cell phone directly and we can get our information or even image directly receiving. We can see online maps in this just in our palm holding some cell phone. This will also come with time. And this is nothing but dismantling a smartphone. Just a smartphone, we are dismantling it and using different parts through our jewellery. That's it. It has the same technology, but we are just dismantling a smartphone. That's it. Nothing new.
What about the radiation? We are getting all these electronic devices and jewellery.
Well, we are, as I already said, this is just one smartphone. As smartphone has disadvantages, the same this phone also has the same disadvantage. It also has to need some antenna to require to receive the power and receive the what it is on the signal. So it has also the same disadvantage a smartphone and mobile phone has. Nothing extra.
Is there anything to on and off?
Yeah, we have a problem. We can definitely we have a something like display over the break. We can do every action. We can even switch it off. Yeah.
The advantage over
Advantage of this product over holding this market. Well, I already said we are very passionate.
all things into relatively simplified. If you disassemble that one, it will be different to the other
Sometimes you miss. Well, something like I can explain. If something is missing from the computer CPU, it doesn't switch on. It doesn't switch on. At a time, if it tries to switch on, it doesn't show something is missing. Something like that. So this also we can check the same technology in this so that we need not forget anything. And then only you will come to know that something is missing out of the total equipment.
Basically, why we are doing products electronic instead of smartphone?
That is what a man after all wants. He wants easy, comfortable. He wants a comfortable thing so that he can use it very well without holding something like now we feel a bit awkward around to carry a smartphone which has been very much simplified and brought to this much of size, and still it is a bit awkward to carry on. And for those people, it's a solution.
The last question
Yeah. Yeah, IBM has been taken up this project and it has been working on it. Yeah, this is a video that is so that is a smartphone and then the speaker would be the earring and then the brain would be the computer or the memory and all. And here we are using the track-wide technology as we have seen in BlackBerry phones and now the latest one, micro-mac as well. So that's what is now.